As a video I want to speak upon based on what other people think. When, well, I see a lot of the Andrew Tate videos, and a lot of people be like, when they disagree, and then they'll be like, he only says that because he's a brokey and all this shit. And it's like, how fucking ignorant and dumb you sound like when you say that. Like, how fucking selfish or ignorant you sound. He's a brokey, so he's mad, or he have an opinion, you know. It's like, shut the fuck up. Like, seriously, shut the fuck up. Like, you're not there either for you to, like, call somebody else about that shit. And it's like, I tell you this all the time. Or I agree with Andrew Tate to a certain extent, you know. I don't know how far back old his videos go, but definitely he has got some agreeable videos that I like. I like the messages he puts out there for men like myself that been through like the hardships as far as like heartbreaks with women, and just peeping out their game, I guess, you know, how they crush men in general. um But yeah, I mean, I guess he's the one who put that out there about the brokies. You're broke, you're broke, you're brokey. And it's like, that's so, how fucking ignorant can that, you know what I'm saying? How ignorant can somebody say that? Like, because we live in the United States where everything's about money. Everything's about, well, if you don't got money, you're not shit. If you don't have money, you're nothing. You know, and it's like, I hate when people think that way because they think one way and they're so fucking ignorant. But like I said, they want to look back in history with the Native Americans, indigenous tribes. Like, they never invented the system money. They never invented the system credit. They always lived based on what they could live on, based on like the hunting, the lands, you know, and stuff like that. Is like everything was free to them. Everything was free to them before the European came here and made a system to, you know, a money system. Even before then, it wasn't a paper money. It was based off gold because they really caring for gold. So gold was everything back then. But now gold is like, it's not used as money anymore. Everything's shred to paper. So I would say, no. I expect Andrew Tate, you know, when he talks about the matrix and all that stuff, and it is a good message at that point. And then but there's no message I do agree with. So, you know, it is what it is, you know. But I could point out, like, there's people who's been rich and depressed. So that's something he would never understand. You know, you could always grow rich and then it's like nothing sad to you, but there's people out there that actually were rich, had money, had everything, had successful careers, successful everything, and it crumbled, you know. Like, if you want to look at people like DMX, and Jason Frank, the original Green Ranger, Linkin Park, Chester, you know, and his songs, I very much like Chester because he definitely was, he made it successful so much. Like, the Linkin Park band was so fucking great. And he always talked about the pain in his songs. He always talked about how much he was depressed. And see, that's the thing that people don't understand when they be like, oh, you're broken, you're sad, and you're broken, you just say this, you're mad. I was like, I hate people like that because they don't understand people like Chester or DMX. They don't understand people that go through things in life. Like, you could be successful, you could be rich, you can have all the money in the world, but you're still gonna suffer. If you're a person who genuinely feels, you're gonna suffer in life. And come on, man, they had families, they had kids, and they had money. So it was like there's things like you need to question things like that. You need to question like, damn, they had all this stuff. They were very successful. They're famous. What made them end their own lives? You know, that's the stuff you need to question because money's not everything, and people need to wake up and realize that shit. If anything, I feel like if we lived in a world where no money existed, it'd be a perfect world. And I feel like the only thing money should be involved in is like just buying like regular stuff, like maybe like um accessory shit, like maybe like cars, electronics, or books or whatever. But it's like I feel like medical and food. If we lived in a perfect world, medical and food would be free at least at that. If we lived in a perfect world, like it should be, because that was what's the two most important things in the world you need is food and medical. You need your health and you need to eat to survive. So I feel like those are the two most important things that should be free in this country or in the world. Is like that makes the most sense of what should be free. But no, people suffer, people stress, people can't afford their medical bills, people barely can afford to eat day by day basis, and it's like that's a suffering thing, all the entertainment shit is fucking not non important. The social media, the electronics, movies, all that shit is non important. That shouldn't even be like the main thing, you know what I'm saying? But anyways, everybody got a different opinion and whatnot, but I just want to point out the ignorant people who keep saying that about Brokey type of deal. So I'm like, they're just fucking stupid and they're fucking ignorant. And I hate people like that. Because they don't fully understand a person's pain and suffering, especially growing up.